The program, Scott Murray along with Amber Rogers, and also again she's come back into the studio, Tasha Devereaux, who joins us, and she is a what might I call you? I mean, tell me what your degree is going to be in.
My degree, I'll have a master's in counseling, so I'll be an LPC, licensed professional counselor.
Oh, licensed professional. That sounds so much right. I'm
She's
an
a
LP
teacher
counselor.
right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm also a high school
teaching English,
teacher.
right?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, so we better watch what we're saying here. Grammatically, we'll be corrected here by the good teacher. Hello, kiddos. How are you? We have welcomed 4 children here. I mentioned their names at the top of the show. Chloe and Connor and Kaden and Caitlin. And how are you?
Good.
Oh, you don't sound very excited. Let's try that again. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right, much better, much better. Well, it's great to see you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go right down in order. Chloe, I'm going to start with you, my dear. You are the daughter of Tasha, right? Mm-hmm. And next to you is your brother Connor. So, Chloe, how old are you?
9.
And what grade are you in?
3rd.
And 20 years from now, what do you think you're going to be doing? What would you like to be doing 20 years from now?
A supermodel?
You'd like to be a supermodel. Well, you're lovely right now at age 9, so I'm sure you will be. Look at your mom, for Pete's sake. See, she could be. She's an English teacher, but she could be a supermodel, right? You can't shake your head on the radio. You have to say, yes, sir, I agree with you, Scott. That's absolutely correct. Connor, best sister in the world right here?
Not really.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you got to like your sister.
Oh, not at all.
Someday you're going to really need her. You're going to really need her, yeah. Now, how about Mom? This is Mother's Day. What are you going to say about Mom?
She's okay.
I hope she's better than that. Connor, you and I are going to have a talk after we get off the air.
I hope not.
You got to respect the women in this world, right? All right, well, let's move on to Caden. Caden, how are you?
Good.
Okay, and how are you?
What?
How are you?
Good.
And how old are you?
12.
And you're in what grade?
6.
So 20 years from now, what do you hope to be doing?
In the MLB.
You're going to be a Major League Baseball player? You're
Yes.
kidding. I see the outfit on right now. Very nice. I like the hat. You got the hat. Looking good. Looks like the old Colt 45's hat.
Yeah, that's my old team.
Yeah. Well, that was the name of the baseball team long before you were ever born. Yes. So it's great to have you here. What position would you play?
Pitcher, probably.
Are you a pitcher? Are you pretty good? As good as Nolan Ryan? You know who Nolan Ryan is?
Yeah.
And do you? Hall of Famer. Who's your favorite pitcher? You're real close to that microphone and tell me.
Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw's a good one. You know, he's from Highland Park. He's from Dallas, you know. He's a great guy, too. Yeah, MVP, huh? Cy Young winner?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a good one. He's a really good guy, too. And loves kids and loves working with kids. And what's your name?
I'm Caitlin.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 11.
And who's your mom?
Amber Rogers.
Yeah? Did she do a pretty good job on the show today? Did you listen?
Yes.
You weren't even paying attention, were you?
Yes, I
Were
was.
you? What did you give her for Mother's Day? Did you give her a big hug and tell her you love her?
Yes.
Did you? What makes her the best mom in the world?
Everything she does and how hard she works.
Really? Well, isn't that a nice thing to say? Oh my gosh. Did you put her up to that, Amber?
Oh yeah, she'll be getting paid for that
Oh
later.
my gosh, that was very nice. How about your brother? What's the best part about your mom?
Her natural blonde hair.
Yes? There's not a lot of those around, are there? Chloe, is your mom's natural?
Yes.
Is it? And what's the best part about your mom?
How she takes care of us, and she always knows that when somebody texts her, it's really not the time, and it's time to hang out with us.
Very good. Very good. How about you, Connor? What do you think? Best part about your mom?
That's a hard question.
No, it's not a hard question. Easy question. All I need is one thing.
Food.
One thing. Food?
Yes.
She is a good cook.
Yeah.
She provides it or she cooks it?
Kind of both.
Kind of both.
Yeah,
Boy,
occasionally.
that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. I'll tell you something. I know you're being a character when you say that, but I know some kids that their moms won't cook for them. Did a story about a month ago about 2 little girls. One was 4 years old, one was 2 years old.
Wow.
And their mother was kind of strung out on drugs and didn't pay any attention to them. And they were out looking through garbage cans in their neighbors for food that they could eat from what the neighbors had put in the garbage can. So really, you have no idea how lucky you are sometimes. These 2 little kids were really 4 years old and 2 years old. How do you like to do that? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So moms are pretty much pretty important in our world to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to so they can teach you as best they can. Amber, You got a couple of good ones here.
Oh, I'm very proud of them. It's a blessing for sure to be a parent, and I think it's so important, and I feel so honored to have Tasha here as well today, and the fact that we are single moms, we're great friends. Tasha and her children actually vacationed this year with my ex-husband and his family because they all ended up in Angel Fire together. So it's been a journey, but it's great to have other single mothers to relate with and be able to get our kids together, and it's just a lot of fun.
How about you? Same question, Tasha. Just your thoughts. What Amber just shared with us was really kind of cool. How about you? What comes to mind?
I don't know. It's hard being a single mom sometimes. So you really need that support, and that's why I love having Amber in my life. And other single moms that, we just have this support with this network, and we have some wild kids going on right now. But it can be hard. But, at the end of the day, these are the just best things I've ever done in my life. 2 best things I've ever done.
Definitely the most rewarding job ever.
Absolutely.
How about you? You going to be a mom when you grow up someday?
Maybe.
Maybe? Not sure? Not sure? You want to get married someday?
Sure.
Okay, and if you were a mom, what's the most important thing you would do as a mom?
I would make sure she spend time with my kids.
Spend time, really? That's important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, anything else?
I'd make sure they got taken care of good.
All right, good. Took care of them?
She would definitely cook for him. She cooks for me.
Okay. How about your brother? What would you do? What makes a good dad? What's a good father?
Giving him money.
Give him money? You mean if he simply gave you money the rest of your life, that's all you care about?
I guess.
Well, he's not a bank. Wouldn't you be a little more concerned about the fact that he cared about you and was, emotionally involved with you? That, hey, this is a guy you always could count on. All of a sudden you got, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You need somebody to talk to. You want what they call a support system. So, Dad, I didn't know who to call, but I knew I could count on you. Guess what? Let me tell you what happened at school today, and I don't know what to do.
I guess that'd be a pretty good bonus.
Yeah, that would be a real good bonus. A real good bonus. How about you, Chloe? What comes to mind? What would you be as a mom? Tell me a couple of things that would make you a great mom.
I would cook for my children, and sometimes if they were just good enough, I think I would be able to reward them with something.
And how would you do that? What are some of the things that you might reward them with?
Like maybe a candy bar.
Candy bar? All right.
A small toy.
Small toy. And hopefully a candy bar that didn't have a lot of calories in it, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's you don't want obesity's a real issue now today with kiddos, right?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to have that issue working for you.
No McDonald's.
Well, that's good. So if you could have one wish today, what would you wish for? I'm going to give you a wish. One wish. What would you wish for? Anything in the world.
To have just a great family that was back together still, and we were still in the same house with everything still the same, and everybody was happy.
Are you able to make it out, though, that even though that's not the reality, unfortunately now, are you still giving it your best to know that, that isn't working, but we're going to have the best thing that's close to that?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it working out?
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's great. Well, you're a lovely young lady. You really are. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. How about your brother? Connor, what do you think? If you're going to be a dad someday, give me a good answer. How are you going to take care of your kids? What's the best advice that you're going to tell your son or your daughter?
I don't know. Do what you want, I guess.
Do what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they were out, just doing things that are illegal or something?
Don't do that.
Yeah. You want to make sure that they're...
I think what he's trying to say, Scott, is live for your dreams.
Probably, yes.
Live for your dreams.
But
do what you want as long as it's legal and not, unethical, right?
Yeah. But if I was a dad, the most important thing that I would do was spend time with my son and be there for him.
Okay, that's the best answer you've given me today. That's
Probably.
a good one. Yeah. I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay, good.
I'm going to give you a chance to go any place in the world today. Do anything you want. You can be president of the United States. You can do whatever. What are you going to do?
That's a tough choice. There's a lot of things in the world.
All right, I'm going to ask you another question then. While you're thinking about that, you're president of the United States today. Till 8 o'clock tonight, you're the president. You could change one thing about the world today. What would you change?
Lower the taxes.
Lower the taxes? Do you pay taxes?
No, but my parents do, and it like takes time. It like takes money out of my stuff, and like they'll have to. I'll have less stuff. That's what I'll have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a trickle down effect there. All right.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any thoughts to that? No thoughts? Yeah. I give you one wish. If you were president of the United States today, what would you do? Anything you'd change?
Buy myself a big house.
Buy yourself a big house. All right, well, that sounds like a deal. You know what? It has come to that time of the program that we have to wrap things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you to Chloe and to Connor and to Caden and to Caitlin. You all were superstars. You did a great job. And to your moms, Tasha and Amber, thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we wrap up, divorcing and dating differently, Amber always shares with us.
Remember, your marriage might be over, but your life is not.
Sounds like a deal. You got it. We'll see you next week. Be safe, everybody. Good night.
Willard Heating and Air is the company to call this year for your spring AC tune-up because first-time customers pay just $39.